later.
Okay, sure. Okay, let's first bow to the Buddha. Let's all stand up, please. Put your palms together. First bow. Second bow. Third bow. Amitofo. Okay, I'm going to play the video now first.
佛陀要教育咱大家人，爱时时建立了这份慈悲爱念，唔只是干那一个国家国王，一直到老百姓，大家人必定爱有同心合力，才会当得了风调雨顺、国泰民安。所以讲，唔只是干那信仰，也都爱身体力行去维现啦。所以佛陀的教育，就是爱己及人，爱人及物。咱爱咱家己的性命。知影家己呢病痛是痛苦，咱就会去想着别人，将人类呢会当普及到所有的生命。病呢，毋是干那老百姓的病，瘟疫啊，也毋只是干那伫老百姓的心灵，这更搁再较普遍呢。不管什么款的环境，都会有哦。所以为病所苦，原来是有着这种的这个疾的传染，受尽了苦难。咱爱知影，人生最痛苦的就是病痛。除了病痛以外，急于会难。若是遇着这种病痛，到有什么款的意外，不管是天灾，或者是人祸，等等一切不愉快的代志，这拢叫做恶难。人生老病死，这是照顺序嘛？人生生。年复一年呐，年龄慢慢长大，年龄慢慢壮年，慢慢就会走入老年来，老来多病啊，终归一死，这是照顺序来啊。不过呢，世间每个人都食袂老咧，那出生啊，无几工就夭折去啦。或者是呢，有啥物款的意外，那就伤亡啦。这呢，拢总是伫欢喜的内底，就是不应该死的。也死啦，也未到年龄的，安尼去啦，这拢叫做欢喜。所以因为有的人就是也未到年龄，也未到老年的时，那就往生。当然，这嘛是爱看讲，人愈是因愈是苦报。 早捌讲过了，虽然是小故事啊，却也是大道理。在日本的寺院，内底有真侪小沙弥。这位老和尚啊，用心改教。这位老和尚，伊小可会晓看。这个囡仔最近有一个劫数，要过啦就会往生。有一天，甲这囡仔讲：“你来遮尔久啦，拢无转去，甲你放假1个月，你会当转去看看爸母啊？”囡仔足欢喜，行李款好啦，爱别舒服啊。出山门啦，一路直直行，直直走啊。少年囡仔哪行哪看光景，真好耍，悠哉悠哉呀！哪看哪耍啊，热啦！伊看到一条狗。伊就想讲去喝一寡水来洗面，看到伫树顶一包狗血寿，安尼流来，伊感觉讲落伫水里面，那安尼直直流去啦，这狗血必死无疑，一定是死的，所以啊，就裤骹闭起来。手面闭起来，就要去捡这个狗血寿。伫水底时，险险啊，就去骨倒落去。家仔带去摕着这个狗血寿。真正的细心呢，把这个狗血寿呢摕去岸边，甲这狗血讲：家仔，我救着恁的命，我差一点啊嘛险啊无命，你我都平安啦，彼此祝福，就安尼呢转去啦。回去厝里，爸母感觉讲，哪会无张迟转来啦？既然是转来啦，老爸都讲转来啦就好。也未到甲1个月，老爸都讲，你应该爱准备转去啦。伊就包好款款的，欢欢喜喜转来。伊当阵转来时，老师傅看到啦，哪会遮奇怪？这个囡仔哪会当搁再平平安安转来啊？搁甲伊看较清楚，明明就会拄着恶难，这当阵伫伊的相貌拢无啦，颜面益寿的形象出来。伊就问这个囡仔：“你转去，到底你这段时间你做啥物代志啊？”“无啊，我就是转去厝里，甲爸母斗阵真欢喜啊。从你转去沿路有发生啥物代志无？你讲互我听。” 想想呢，我看风景啊，有啦，过一条沟，我看到伫树顶落落来的狗遐笑，看到遐个狗遐真正哩挣扎，我感觉讲爱去甲救。我去甲救呢，我险啊厝倒落去呢。毋过佳哉，狗爷把我救起来，我嘛无代志就转去啦。这老和尚就甲这小沙弥头说说哩，对啦，时时爱培养这份呢爱惜生命的心啊。安尼呢，你才会健康大汉啊！这段故事实在是小故事，不过内面包含的呢是大道理。这就是讲，咱人的心爱伫真自然的形态中。那唔只是干那人对人，人对物命同款的爱有这份的爱，所以咱时时爱培养，不管是出家或者是在家，这份伫无形中会付出，伫无形中会爱。无形中去做的好事，这呢，这是真正的大功德。所以咱平时爱培养分分秒秒不离一念的爱心。
Okay, so what do you think of the video? Anybody would like to start sharing first? Nobody?
Okay, it's Glithi. Okay.
Just tell us what have you guys seen in the story? What is the story about?
Tim?
Yes,
Okay, I'd like to share.
please.
Okay, so from the story, I've learned that in life you have to feel compassion for all things. In this life, we share a life with not only humans but with also creatures and animals of the earth. To feel compassion is not only to feel compassion for the next person, but to also feel compassion for nature. Like you understand, we at Tuchi, we don't like eat meat because we don't want to harm what? Because we don't want to harm animals. That is a way of saying we also don't want to. We are also thinking for other creatures that we share the earth with. As you can see, the boy also felt for the ants that the ants might die, so he wanted to help them. So we must always feel compassion, nurture our hearts to give love. So to give love, we must first feel compassion and then look into our hearts to say, how can we help? Have an open heart to always look around us, because there's always a situation that needs us. There's always something beautiful around us that we must nurture. Thank you.
Thank you, Foreman. Anyone else?
Anyone else? Okay, we will retell the story. So what have we seen in here? There's a little monk live in the monastery, and he decided to, and then the elderly monk see that, oh, you know, the little monk showed the signs of short life. So like some of the in some of Buddhism tradition, that some practice will some monastery able to tell these kind of if a good fortune or bad fortune or something like that, and the old elderly monk can able to tell that, oh, the young monk is about to die, and maybe he should use his rest of life and go home and visit the parent. But during his journey back to home, he saved a lot of ants, and because of that, it's out of the pure compassionate heart. He just not wanting other beings to get hurt, a pure heart of compassion, pure kind of love. And when he went back, he have a good a month of relaxing days with the parents and come back, and the elderly monk saw that, oh wow, his face, he's the sign of short life has already disappeared, and substitute that is the signs of long life and healthy. And these so that's why he's very eager to understand why the little monk has the signs of long life and healthy. And because of that, he selflessly and have this kind of mind of compassion. He almost, when he tried to save the ant's nest, he almost got himself killed, but luckily they both fine. So this is pure mind of compassion, and pure mind of compassion and self-sacrifice will call upon good fortune. And this is what the story is about. And sometimes is that people will ask the questions like, oh, shouldn't we kill ants or rats and everything in our house? What should we do? What is this story tell us about? It tells us we should have minds of compassion. So everybody's action is ratio to who they are. The little monks, it's 5 or 6 years old, he doesn't know much, so he's expressing his pure heart of compassion through ants. For us, the bigger you are, the older you are, the more responsibility you have. Your heart of compassion should grow even more. Not just like, okay, I stay home and save ants and something like that. It's not like that. It's we need to look back to our heart, to when we helping others. Are we using say, am I here just do a job, or are we here is based on the heart of compassion? Do we really want others to benefit? Do you really want other people to feel happy? And if you do, then that is the beginning of your great fortune. I think that's what the story is about. And I think if anybody wants to share, they can share. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Brother Tim. Anyone else would like to share? Okay, then I will say a few words as well. Just want to emphasize on a few points from the videos. Brother Tim repeatedly spoke about the compassion. Even in the video, we saw the word compassion a lot. So what is compassion really is? To me here, I got the definition for compassion is a heart that wants to give sentient beings peace, and a heart that wants to save sentient beings from suffering. So now we spoke of karma previously many times. How much is a person's blessing can be? This is all up to you to decide. So once one person can decide how much blessings he's going to gain, depends on what he does. Just to remember that a single thought of kindness can eliminate many sins. One good deed dispelled 1,000 disasters. So in the story, the novice monk changed his destiny by not only having faith in Buddha's teaching, but to put the Buddha's teaching, compassionate heart, into action to save the ants. This is how he actually changed his destiny. Another point I would like to talk about is how do we cultivate our compassion within us? How do we grow more compassion within us? Firstly, we must have empathy. The word empathy means you basically feel what other people feel. So we know the difficult it is to suffer through misfortune. Then we will know if we can feel like that, and other people can feel the same way. And also, to have empathy, we also need to try to scale ourselves down to smaller scale. So when we put other people as the main focus, we focus on other sentient beings as much more than start by caring about those around us. Then we will have less afflictions and gain more joy. And I think a very good way to cultivate our compassion is to observe. You observe those people you like, you observe those pets you love. And through the observations, obviously then you want them to be happy and healthy. And with this the same heart and mind, you devote it to all other sentient beings. I think this is also a very good way to cultivate our compassion. What is the compassion of a bodhisattva? Is to relieve oneself at the same time relieve all sentient beings. So all sentient beings and ourselves, we are one united being. So in order to relieve everybody all at the same time in ourselves as well, then that's the compassion of a bodhisattva. And lastly, I want to talk about the point where we say when you have compassion, you must always have wisdom as well. You can't just only have compassion. For example, in the video, we saw that the novice monk, he used, I don't know if you saw the picture, it wasn't described in the words, but he used a stick to pick up the ant nest instead of just using his hands. Because if you just pick out the ant nest with his hands, the ants might be all over his body, and then the ants might bite him as well. So a very similar idea that applies to it when we are doing charity work. For example, we can't just donate money to an alcoholic because he's just going to spend all the money buying drink. He's just going to spend all the money drinking. So we must think, how do we improve his life quality, help him quit the drinking instead of just donate money to him? So I think it is very important that we have wisdom at the same time while we have compassion for other people. That's about it from my side. We would like to hear more sharing from your side as well. Please, anybody?
Anyone? 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 Okay, 3 times. Okay. I think if 3 times no one wants to share, then we can close. So you need to grab the chance to share. So can Teach please lead the bow, then we'll conclude today. Or anybody's there?
Brother Teach is not here today.
Okay, anybody's there? Can Foreman lead the bow, then we'll conclude today.
Okay, Brother Tim, before we conclude, Mr. Anthony has asked that next week, can we please do the meeting 30 minutes earlier? So can we please start at 2 o'clock?
Yeah, we can do that.
Only
Yeah.
for next week.
Sure, no problem.
Okay, thank you. Let us
Thank you.
First bow. Second bow. Third bow.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.